If psychology in trading sounds boring or soft or overrated to you, then this video is going to trigger you because it's not really what you think. You have to understand that psychology is everything that happens before you take the trade. Your state of mind that you're in. Let me explain how. If you're calm, you will respect your rules. So being in a calm, relaxed state of mind will make you trust your process and not rush into trades. This is key. And this happens before getting into the trade. On the other hand, if you're feeling tense and tight in the chest, you know that feeling where you're all anxious and nervous in the chest? That's your nervous system being triggered and you don't even know it. And then that's going to create tension. That's going to make you force trades. You're going to FOMO. You're going to rush into trades. You're going to be impatient. You're going to jump into trades and chase trades. And you're going to see things that aren't even there. And you will break your rules. And of course, that's happening before the trade. Everything about psychology is mostly before getting into the trade. Getting into the right trade with the right mindset, and then whatever happens after that is also equally important. But this is where people don't understand it. They think everything is just about fear and greed. That's psychology. That's what they think psychology in trading is about, but it's not. And that's why there are differences between professional traders and amateurs, people that don't understand this. You're looking at the same chart, but two different people can have two different outcomes, two different results. And that is because of your mindset. You could be following and taking signals and trades from your mentor's live trading room. Take the same trade, exactly the same entry, and have a different result. Because one person is able to hold the trade and stay calm and relaxed because they trust the process, and the other person is freaking out. They can't let the profits roll. They go into a little bit of a pullback or a little bit of a drawdown, and then they start freaking out. So that's the same trade with two different minds, two different outlooks on the same situation. And then that's going to determine the results. So you need to change this. And it's really the identity. We've been talking a lot about identity recently. And it's the identity of the trader that will determine your success, your results. If you are trading from the identity of somebody that always needs to win, or someone that always needs to be right, a lot of ego, or you need validation, this type of identity is going to create this weak behavior in the market. And unfortunately, 99% of people are trading from this identity, and that is why they struggle. So that's the second point about trading that most people don't understand. You're not executing a strategy, you're executing your identity. You see? And you can see why it's so easy to miss. Because the mind is trying to operate from what is in front of them. They think it's strategy. And yes, it is strategy, but it's the way that strategy is being executed. From who? By who? What identity is in control? Are you a sniper? Or are you executing as a civilian? Always panicking, always in panic mode, always in chaos? Or are you the ruthless sniper that is calm and collected, sticks to the plan, knows what to do? Two different identities. You have to choose. Consistency is always more important than willpower. Willpower won't get you far. Willpower might work for a week. You could watch some video on psychology and they say you gotta grit your teeth and just fight it and put the willpower in and be disciplined and then everything's gonna work out. That's not gonna be the case. Because if you're trying to force your will against your identity is gonna win at the end of the day. Your subconscious programming is going to override your willpower. So it's important to have the right programming, the right identity. Trade from a consistently profitable, disciplined trader. That is your new identity. And you get there by reprogramming your mind. Otherwise, you're going to overtrade, and that's going to create stress. You're going to have hesitation. It's going to create fear. And if you revenge trade, that is your threat response. That's your nervous system and your ego trying to correct a bad trade because you cannot be wrong. See? So it's important to get this right and understand that it's not tweaking and trying to fix the strategy, because that's what everybody else is doing, you see. That's why everybody else is still struggling. Most traders are trying to fix the trade. They're trying to fix the strategy, whereas the profitable trader spends most of their time working on who is taking the trade. Who, as in which identity is in control. So when you roll up and switch on your charts and you sit down in front of your desk and look at your setup or look for your setup, the most important question to ask yourself first is, who am I? Who is in control right now? If you are feeling any kind of anxiety or tension in your chest, that is your nervous system preparing you to react to an event that you're about to get into, because it knows you're about to take on risk. And now your nervous system, your unregulated nervous system, is switching on the survival mode, your amygdala, the monkey lizard brain. And if that happens, all logic goes out the window. You can't stick to the plan at that point. So when you're not calm and you're not relaxed and you're trading from pressure and force, that's when you mess up. That's when you regret taking trades. That's when you jump into trades too soon. That's when you FOMO, when you hesitate, when you're not sure, when you doubt. That's not the place you want to be trading from. So it's not about waiting for that fair value gap and a pullback and whatever and the engulfing candle. It's not about that. It's about being relaxed and calm and in the right frame of mind. Are you on your first trade or are you on your fifth trade for the day? You know, if you're on your fifth trade, chances are you're not going to make the best decisions, because now you're really struggling. You're really in a survival mode. You're just trying to do whatever and you're not going to stick to the plan because you just want to be right. And if you just want to be right, you're not even going to respect your entry model. You're just going to skip it, take whatever trade and start gambling. You see? So that is why psychology is important. Understanding it in this lens is important. And this is what most people miss. They think it's surface level. They think psychology is just fear and greed. And it's not. If it were that easy, we would all be trillionaires. We would, the brokers, there would be no prop firms left. You see? But that's not the case. So if you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know how you're doing with your trades, how your day is going. And share this video with your friends. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.